Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are back again with another part of my 12 zodiac sign series. So if you've been following along with this, the point of this series is to look at a particular zodiac sign and apply the messages to that area of your natal chart. I recommend using the whole sign system because then that way it makes it very neat and clean to know exactly where this energy is applying to your life and the messages. And the energy we're talking about today is, of course, Capricorn, the boss. So this is encompassing being serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise, endearing, accomplished, badass, majestic, competent, prepared, down to earth, corporate, reserved, rigid, and disciplined. So these are some key words that have to do with this Capricorn energy. And so again, look at your natal chart, see where this is encompassing as far as a house, because this is where these messages might apply the most to for you. And again, what planets, asteroids, other points that might be in that Capricorn energy. So we have three piles here today. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So go ahead and take as much time as you need to meditate on the piles, get in touch with that Capricorn energy within you, because guess what? We all have that. We all have that energy in our natal chart somewhere. And again, it might be aspecting who knows what. So focus on that, and then we're going to jump into the messages. All right, for those who chose pile 1, again, if you did not listen to the beginning of the video, I highly encourage you to go back so you understand how this reading is working. But we are talking about the Capricorn energy. You can go ahead and see the keywords that are related to the zodiac sign. So again, we're seeing where this applies to you in your natal chart. These messages might resonate for that area of your life. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So starting with the tarot that we have. So we have the Lovers card. We have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 9 of Wands. So we have a lot of fire energy here. The fire signs could definitely be present in this sense as well. So again, that might be more one of your dominant energies, or maybe it's related to the time of year that this could be happening. But obviously, with the Lovers card, there are choices to be made. And I feel like this is related to big news that is coming to you very rapidly and fast. And in some aspects, you're in a state right now where you're really tired. You've been going the long haul, again, particularly off the imagery right here, something very specific that could be coming to mind for some of you who are hearing this message. Again, because Capricorn is all about material things as well, your reputation, big money kind of thing. So because it's an earth sign, so it's always going to relate a little bit to the body, to money, to your assets in some regard. All of the earth signs are related to that. So for some of you, this literally has to do with you have been trying so hard and for so long to find the place that you want to live, the home of your dreams, or the place that you feel at home. Maybe again, you're doing this with a partner, you're not doing this with a partner, you're doing it on your own. But regardless, it has been such a struggle. Or in general, I feel like life, or maybe love relationships, some aspect of your life, whether it's again looking for a home, maybe it has to do with looking for a particular job. It's related to whatever it is. It's related to your inner soul, because we're talking about the Wands energy. So this is what lights you up. And it's been, again, just a long slog. You've come up against crossroad after crossroad, and you're so tired of it. But here comes, like, you need to stick with it. You need to stick with the battle, and you need to keep up with it, because that's what the 9 of Wands is here to tell you. Because if you stick with it, you hold your ground. I know you're tired, you're exhausted, you're tired of fighting all of this. But if you stick it out, the rewards are going to come. Some sort of big opportunity, the news, maybe your real estate agent finds this perfect deal, or you meet this great partner through a mutual connection, something like this. A perfect moment is coming. And again, for some of you, it literally might take 9 months, 9 weeks, Like, I'm just feeling that there's a succession of events here where it's like, again, this could be something that you've been waiting for 9 years, and finally it's going to come about. Let's see what else we have here. So we also have the crystals card. So your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. Maybe you're particularly attracted to emerald. That might be one in particular because that is the main stone for this pile. But obviously, or maybe amethyst, working with the crystals. Um, Maybe even this is a synchronicity in some aspects to what you're working towards, where it's like you see crystals, or maybe the name of the real estate agency has to do with the name of a gemstone, or some weird, happenstance of synchronicities to come together where it's related to something gemstone. Where, so obviously keep your eye out for that. Obviously, if you're working to try to manifest something, it might be helpful to focus that energy with an actual like physical object, against something from the earth. We have that Capricorn energy. Some of you might really benefit from things like agate or a howlite in particular, to bring some calming vibes after all the stress that you've been dealing with for a while. Because again, the energy has been just slamming you. I just feel like there's always this constant bombardment lately of just like energy and news, and it's so exhausting. It's like you don't know how to pick the right things out of the bunch, but it's like it's all coming together for a reason now. So let's see what else we have for your oracle cards. We also have wide open, but it's in the reverse, so we'll get to what that particular meaning. But obviously within the reverse, I'm feeling like you might be struggling right now with wanting to really close down your energy, because again, you've been bombarded by all this other stuff, and a lot of it probably hasn't been good. But it's like you need to keep that open, arms open to receive from the universe, even though it's harder said than, whatever that saying is. Harder said than done, or easier said than done. There we go. We also have stone people with vigilance. I think it's interesting we have stone people, and then you have crystals. So like working with the elements of the earth, in your own natural space, using things like crystals or rocks as like a decorative piece in the way that you know, lay out your home might be very helpful for you. We also have prosperity. So yes, the prosperity is coming, but you have to be, you can't close yourself off because you don't want to deal with the stress of all the news and the things coming in, because you have to still be aware of what is happening around you, so you can see those signs and feel when that right opportunity is coming. So let's get into it. I want to see about the wide open card 42 in the reversed. So you are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. That's our little saying for this card. But in the reverse, envy, jealousy, and possessiveness are the character flaws to be careful of at this time. You or someone else is closed off, unable to remain open to new ideas or intimacy. Heed the gentle warning that too tight of a hold on what or who you love or what you aspire to will choke the life out of that which you desire. Open your heart and loosen your grip, for what is truly yours can never be withheld from you. If another is shutting you down, let that person be. Don't try to force a door or a mind to be open. Exactly. So this is, again, if you're dealing with a person who is like this, who is like shitting on your ideas of what you want to do, um again, there's a time and a place. If you've tried multiple times to like get through to them, to try to tell them, and they just keep shutting you down, at that point it is best to walk away, because it's like clearly there's a line there where you are not the person who's going to change their mind. Clearly they need to be the ones to change their own mind in that situation. Or again, if you yourself have been struggling with like, again, being open to these new possibilities, whatever it may be, it's like this is the time to remind yourself to stay open, because that is when like your right thing, your right prosperity is going to come your way. So we got the stone people with vigilance. So excuse me, remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilant simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you through your eyes, ears, physical sensations, and detached thoughts. It is especially true in two main areas. First, follow any gut feelings that tell you to be wary about someone or something. Second, pay close attention to an important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around you and inside of you. Assess what is emanating from your body, and then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart, intuition, and mind in harmony, for this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a breath, and stand tall in your statue. Exactly. So reassess, get back into your stance of power, and kind of look at the playing field from a unbiased perspective. There was also something about this card where it was like your expectations. That might be part of the problem of why you've been struggling to get what you want. Because again, like especially with the house example, like you can be so dead set on like it has to have all these things, and then like you go and you see one house and you fall madly in love with it, but then you go to put in an offer and it's already been booked by somebody, and then you keep harping on that house, and every time you go to see a new one you're constantly comparing to that one instead of having an open mind to what is actually being shown to you. So that could be kind of the example of what I'm trying to get at with that, where it's like having that open mind, where it's like, okay, it's not exact like what you wanted didn't play out the way you hoped it was. But that's okay because there's obviously some sort of blessing in that situation, something that's going to give you an even better opportunity. So instead of dwelling on what could have been or what should have been in your mind, look at what is possible now. So, lastly, let's look at our prosperity card with 31. So, contracts, property purchases, finalization of commercial deals, wheeling and dealing. And there again, we've had it more than one card talking about being wary of somebody. Be wary about who you're doing business with right now, who you're wheeling and dealing with, because somebody might be trying to sweet talk you and pulling the wool over your eyes. Again, you need to stand your ground and be cautious, because it's like you really want to finish up this shit, but it's like don't rush into it. Don't try to not look at the fine print. So the general message with this for you guys is lots of opportunities surround you to really earn some good money if you're smart and don't act too impulsively. Your newfound optimism will attract many admirers your way, and contracts are also likely as wheeling and dealing goes in your favor. If you're concerned about a legal matter, this card indicates a good outcome for you. A major purchase, such as a property, a car, or luxurious trip, is indicated. Expect to spend a lot of money, but make sure you put some away for the bills that are about to surface. A security issue around money is paramount. Take this time to make purchases or solve problems which help lay foundations for future prosperity. So, specifically honing down into the career and finance messages with this card, it says possible change of job or new position with lots of added responsibility leads to a success. So be prepared to take action. No fence sitting allowed. Money gains likely through inheritances, a major win of some kind, or your own efforts. You will be sharing your money with someone in need or involved in charitable organizations. And lastly, for relationships, this card is referring to someone wealthy will come into your life. If single, this could be an exciting new romance. So again, for a lot of you who've been manifesting a new love relationship, like this could be again somebody who embodies very much that Capricorn boss energy, where they have all the money, they got a little bit of devilish charm, because again, Capricorn rules the devil card. So they might have some of that suave Luciferian kind of vibes to them. So A successful time around your family is welcome, so ensure you praise younger family members for jobs well done. Something you start now will be long lasting. So, again, while you might be tired of all the battles and all the changes that are happening, this is the time to lay down the foundations for your new future. So the feng shui tip with this is a golden money frog sitting on a glass plate is an auspicious wealth enhancer. Place in living area for best results. So there's a little tip for you guys to maybe try out, but those are all the messages that I'm seeing for pile 1 for your Capricorn energy. If this resonates, do let me know. And remember to check out all the links down below. I also recently did a book cover for an author, so definitely go and check out that book. It's called Hunting the Empress, especially for anybody who likes tarot or any of those vibes, and especially the Capricorn boss energy. That's definitely a great read for all of you guys to go and take a little peek. For mature audiences only, though. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what zodiac sign you would like me to do a video for next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. All right, for those who chose pile 2, again, if you did not listen to the beginning of the video, I highly encourage you to go back so you understand how this reading works and what it's all about. But again, we're looking at the Capricorn energy within your natal chart, which, you know, where it relates to in your life, because these messages might help to illuminate those situations. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So we're going to start off with your tarot, and you are a group who actually got an extra card here. So first off, we have the Sun, always a welcomed sight. We also have the Tower, though. Interesting. And we have the King of Cups. And lastly, we have the Two of Cups. So I feel like, again, for this particular group, what really, like, something that really comes to mind for me is it's always darkest before the dawn. There is a total shakeup of your foundations that has recently happened. I don't feel like this is necessarily something that is coming for you right at the moment. Maybe for some of you it could, but I feel like this is more of a situation that just recently happened. You might have received some news that was quite shocking, that definitely shook you up in a emotionally heavy way, because again, we have a lot of cups energy here. But with that said, I feel like you're going to come out of that, you know, out of that maybe slightly shaky, crumbly moment into something brand new. There's a sense here, if you go for with a lot of emotional intelligence and, you know, balance these aspects of your life, the emotional aspect, the logical aspects, you're going to come together to build something new. Because again, the Sun is here. So, regardless of what may have just happened, whatever sadness, whatever traumas, whatever changes, it's like the Sun is here to tell you it's all right. No matter how scary this moment might have been, it's going to be all right because you have the Sun. This is whatever happened is for the best in the long run. It's going to bring new connections, new partnerships, because we have the Two of Cups here. More one-to-one connections. That for some of you, this is talking about maybe new additions to the family. Again, that might be one or two individuals that's going to resonate, but this is a time to take what has happened and understand there is a positive to come from it. So let's go ahead and see what other additional cards you got. So we have the author card. So you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. We also have card 15, One Ring Circus, which is upright. We also have the lake with stillness. And we have good times with card 12. So I feel like for you guys, obviously, for some of you, what maybe has recently occurred, you need to use that as fuel to finally write the book that's been inside you. Again, a lot of you who pick this are writers in some capacity, whether that's, you know, technical manuals, a how-to book, or fiction, nonfiction, an autobiography, like whatever it is, poems. Like there's something in you that you need to communicate, and most likely the way that you're going to best communicate that is through the written word of some format. In fact, for some of you, this could be even like maybe what recently happened is a drastic change in your career. because again, that's maybe part of your foundation. So again, we are talking about Capricorn, which again has to do with your reputation, with jobs, the 10th house. So again, there might have been a drastic change in that regard for you in some way that has shaken you up, but it's done so in a way that is allowing you more time to obviously, look at what it is you really want to be doing, which sounds like for some of you, you might be an author inside yourself. I feel like again, you have a lot of spirits around you. You have a lot of energies, elementals or angels, whatever you want to call it, that are around you that are trying to nudge you in the right direction. And again, sometimes those nudges come in an unexpected way that kind of like throws you for a loop because you're like, why has this happened? It doesn't make any sense, but it's for your betterment. It's for long-term foundations that are coming. This is a time, again, moving away from whatever may have occurred to enjoy life a little bit more. Go out on a date, go have fun, go have dinner. Again, maybe try a new type of workshop. Get creative with it. Get in touch with your inner child again. So let's kind of look a little bit more at these cards. We're actually going to start with the stillness card because I feel like this is something that you've either been doing right now or you need to take a little bit more time to do because it's going to help you to get in touch. So, with this, the tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to the quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry up syndrome, nor is there any need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly nonstop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it is a special place in your home or a place in nature that is far from the human made noise. In fact, that might be where it's best for you to write, is out in nature, at a park, maybe at a cafe that's like has like a nature view of some sort. Like that might be the best place, like again, like a garden outside where you can kind of jot down your notes and you can get away a little bit from your normal day-to-day routine. So find it in your world, whether it's a special place in your home or a place in nature. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and senses. So, yes, it's important for you at this time to make sure that you find these moments of, again, the stillness. I don't necessarily want to say solitude, but because it's different for everybody. You might not feel quiet and at peace if you're around nobody. Some of you, again, a lot of creative people find it helpful to be in a place like a cafe or a library where there's people around, but it's in a way where it's like everybody's kind of focused on their own thing. But that energy you can kind of feed off of. So let's look at the One Ring Circus. You are capable and competent. And this is upright. So independence is key now. As you step into your journey today, others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another by discerning about your partnerships at this time, to be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and you have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. So, yeah, regardless of what has occurred, you are in a unique position where you can create your new reality very easily. So lastly, we have the good times, which is card 12. So this is talking about sizzling networking opportunities, romance likely, new adventures await. So our general overall message for everybody is excuse me, you could be the belle of the ball, an excellent time for meeting and connecting with great new people. That Two of Cups there. Invitations will start pouring in, so be prepared to attend a number of glamorous events. People from your past may appear, and reconnections will be fruitful. Family gatherings are guaranteed to create a festive atmosphere, so get ready to enjoy yourself. If you can, splurge on a new outfit for all these fabulous events, or dust off your dancing shoes for a few nights on the town. However, you play it, fun times are sure to be had. And I think whether you see them manifesting or not, it's up to you to also create these opportunities. Like, don't wait for somebody else to invite you to go do something. Just go and do it. Have fun. You can also like take the initiative to like, hey, I want to take myself out on a date, and look what kind of manifests from there. So specifically for career and finance though, this talks about stay alert to outstanding opportunities for the time ahead will for that the time ahead will bring. Expansion and broadening of horizons is indicated with new options and opportunities to improve your finances and career coming your way. Because of your positive energy, you'll find it easier to present yourself confidently, and this confidence will definitely pay off. Particularly for relationships, this talks about your charismatic aura will attract people towards you. Love is set to sizzle if that is what you're after. You'll not be short of admirers and people who want to help you reach your goals. You will certainly be in demand socially, and your confidence will soar. We have a lot about talking about, confidence soaring, and we have literally the sun here, which is Leo's card. So it's like, yes, taking on a little bit of that Leo energy in that sense of like bringing in the confidence, in the same way of like Capricorn, being serious, being self reliant, you know, knowing how to accomplish your goals and being just like badass in a very professional way. So, anyway, so certainly you will be in demand socially, and your confidence will soar. Lots of spending going on, but what the heck? You're having the time of your life. Singles can find soulmates with like-minded fun types, and those unattached will find this a dream time for love and flirtations. Beware of stormy relationships or domineering people who could be jealous of your popularity and try to control you. Avoid getting involved with these types if you can. The feng shui tip here is the laughing Buddha is a vision of happiness and will help with family arguments as well as enhance social activities and bring fun into your life. Place a gold laughing Buddha facing the door of your office or home to attract fun and spontaneity into your environment. So yeah, I was talking about like family arguments. That could be part of kind of the tower moment where it's like maybe you and a family member have had a disagreement. Maybe some weird truths have come to light that have kind of changed and shook your foundations. But regardless, it's going to blow over in some way, in some capacity. It's going to blow over, and you're going to move on from it stronger and wiser and more emotionally stable because of it, which is going to allow you to engage with new people, with new one-to-one relationships, I feel like. And you're going to just have more confidence, and you're going to feel more confident just being kind of in this state of like, I'm okay. Like, because you've finally come to realizations about things that have been holding you back, about the cracks in your foundation that you can now fill with gold. Is kind of the sense that's coming to mind. So that is everything I'm seeing for this particular pile. If it resonates, please do let me know. Remember to check out all my links down below, especially I did a book cover recently in 2024. I would love for you guys to go and check out that book and support the author, especially if you like a story that has a strong, independent female lead, but who learns how to form one-to-one connections very well with others. But yeah, and has a bit of some tower energy as well in that book. But yes, it's called Hunting the Empress. Definitely go check it out on Amazon. It helps to support me, helps to support the author. And yeah, if this resonates, let me know. And of course, let me know what zodiac sign you'd like me to do next. And I will see you in the next one. All right, for pile 3, if you did not listen to the beginning of this video, I highly recommend that you go back and do that so you understand how this reading works and what it's about. But again, we're looking at the Capricorn energy, especially with how this relates to within your natal chart. And these messages might help to relate to or to illuminate that area of your life and how Capricorn might be influencing that. So let's get into the cards we have here. So we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands. So already what I'm feeling like is you guys are, you're like gathering all this information, you're stocking up. Like some of you might have the tendency to be kind of one of those like doom prepper kind of people, to a small degree, maybe not that full blown thing, but like a little bit where like you overcompensate for something or the possibility of something that might never even come to pass. I feel like some of you here deal with a lot of like anxiety. There's something mental here that is holding you back, where it's like you're trying to gather all these pieces and you're trying to put them together, but like for the life of you, you cannot figure it out. And it's like it's keeping you trapped. Like that is honestly the gist of it, is like you are unsure of how to solve the issue, or or fix a negative situation. And so you keep trying to like patch it over with tape instead of a band-aid. Like you're so close to the actual solution, but you keep kind of focusing on, again, like the wrong solution. Like it's really weird. It's like you're looking, like there's a lot of things that are like true helpful things that or that you're trying to focus on, but it's not actually helpful to your particular situation. You might be kind of throwing your focus to something completely unrelated to your actual problem at hand. Like again, you're overstocking on food because you're afraid of a drought or something, when that's not really the problem. The problem could be like, any other thing that doesn't have to involve that at all. Like you get the point. Like you're over preparing for something that isn't really there because you're afraid to actually start, you know, the thing that you need to actually be doing. Like you're putting all your work into one minute detail or facet of the thing instead of actually the main problem, if that makes sense. And you need to stop. It's an avoidant behavior. Um Again, you're almost in a way like, because you're very capable people. Like you guys, when you set your mind to something, to do something, you will research the hell out of it, but then you'll never actually start the thing that you're doing all the research for. Like you know how to do like the action to be very disciplined to complete something, but then you put your focus on the wrong thing to be disciplined about. So let's see what else we got here. So we have spiritual teacher with you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. We have flowers with working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. You guys got a lot of these cards. And then we have support. Your life purpose fully supports you. We also have, let's see, intention in the reverse. We have Milky Way with perspective. And we have karma. So part of this struggle that I feel like you're having has to do with probably in some ways it has to do with karma. Maybe you're still trying to overcome certain karmic lessons that you haven't quite mastered still. But there is support here for you from the universe, from your wider spiritual network. Again, I don't know if you guys yourself are trying to become spiritual teachers, or maybe you rely a lot on spiritual teachers, but it's like at some point, when are you going to move beyond just being a student? I feel like is kind of the message here. I feel like your guys' perspective, you place yourself on a level below a lot of other people when you have a lot of knowledge yourself. I think that there's fear here in allowing yourself to be a leader and taking the first step out of your bubble, because you have maybe you've been wounded in the back. Like again, we have an image of an egg here, so it's like you're keeping yourself too much in this shell instead of allowing yourself to sort of break free and explore beyond there. Let's actually get into that particular card and see what it has to talk about. It's card 22 in the reverse. So deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world, but it is in the reverse. So Are you clear about your intentions, or are you in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and or ambitions? This is the time to step back and gain perspective. Holy shit. We have perspective essentially twice here, and clarity about your direction. Check your motives and ask if you are sincere. Are you pursuing some goal blindly without asking its cost? Good intentions are being misinterpreted. Now is a time for self evaluation and self nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup. And part of that regrouping might have to do with, again, working with the outdoors, maybe like start a garden, or just bring fresh flowers into your house for some reason. Like this aspect here is going to be very rejuvenating for you, I feel like. So let's also look at the karma card here, card 16. So you shall sow as you reap, rewards for those who put in the efforts. So the general message here is, most of your life you have been searching for your life purpose. Your life purpose is fully supports you. This card suggests that you are now very close to finding your purpose in meeting lots of soulmates and kindred spirits along the way. Transformation is taking place. You will be on a mission, healing others through communication, kind words, charity work, and finding inner peace for your gentle soul. And we literally had that spiritual teacher card. A person in authority will offer you sound advice. So, particularly for career, this card talks about this symbol will see you learning new skills, deepening your religious or spiritual values, and potentially changing career, particularly if your current job does not involve helping others. If you are already working in the healing or caring industries, you will see your spirituality grow immensely and be sought after for your kindness, excellent counseling, or healing skills. No matter how you get involved in helping others, you'll be busier and more fulfilled than ever. You may find you will have a way with words for family, friends, or colleagues that are troubled, helping to guide them to a brighter future. This is an incredible gift from the heavens. Those who refuse to help others or are self obsessed will find this symbol as a warning that there will be negative experiences ahead of them as they reap what they have sown. So, for relationships, this is talking about superficial relationships will be released as you look for deeper and more meaningful connections. Those that have treated people badly could end up feeling lonely and disconnected. You'll be drawn to like minded people, and those who are single could find their life partner through helping others or charitable work. Existing relationships may suffer due to neglect as you find your life's purpose. So try to find time to assure your loved ones of your commitment. Let them know you are growing spiritually and that you will come back to them in time. Spending time alone is very important. Fresh air, open spaces, lots of greenery, or being near the ocean is important for you now. Seeing dolphins will be a sign that you are on the right path. Animals will be strong medicine for you and are a part of your future destination, purpose, and new life experience. You may move away eventually from the hustle and bustle to a more quiet country or coastal area. Very interesting, very specific. So, a lot of you need to pay attention for dolphins. So the feng shui tip here is a picture of the Dalai Lama or a respected spiritual leader and a Lady Buddha in a prominent position in your home will aid in your transition in your new life experience. Strong forces are all around you. Again, you have spiritual support here. Clearly, you guys, if you've been like in this dilemma for so long about maybe I should help, maybe I should be a teacher of some sort to people, or maybe like my little potions or my jams or like my food or a cooking or my flowers or whatever it may be, like these things could be of great help and use to somebody else. But I feel like you guys have had the wrong perspective about it because maybe somebody else in some past situation told you that, oh, that's a silly thing, like you can't do that or whatever. But it's like, no, you certainly can do it. If you believe that it will help people and you know it will help people, that is the right thing for you to do. You just need to start doing it. So, lastly, we have the Milky Way here with the, again, perspective coming in. So, this is talking about you have lost your perspective, so it is time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care. It simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains a non reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all the aspects of your experiences, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. Exactly. It's time to shift your perspective about what you can accomplish, about what your life purpose is. It's time for you to become the authority in your own life and forge forward with, trust that you are being guided in the right direction, I feel like. So that is everything I'm seeing for this particular pile. If it resonated, please do let me know. Also, remember to check out all the links down in the description, especially to the book. I did a book cover last year for a new up and coming author. So definitely go and check out the book Hunting the Empress over on Amazon, because it's a huge help to me as well as the author. And yeah, I think you guys will enjoy it. It is for mature audiences though, so be aware. And yeah, let me know what zodiac sign you would like to see next, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.